Auzubillahi minash-shaytanir-rajim. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. Lecture on Surah An-Nisa. Introduction, Shan-e-Nuzul, background and key takeaways in modern world. Introduction. Surah An-Nisa is the fourth chapter of Holy Quran consisting of 176 verses. It was revealed in Medina and primarily deals with social justice, women's rights, inheritance laws, and the responsibilities of individuals in just society. The title An-Nisa means the woman, highlighting the surah focus on the status and rights of women in Islam. This surah provides divine guidance on various aspects of life, including family matters, legal principles, and ethical conduct. It establishes a framework for a balanced and a just society, emphasizing the protection of the weak and vulnerable, particularly women, orphans, and the oppressed. What is the Shan-e-Nuzul context of revelation? Surah An-Nisa was revealed during the early years of the Islamic State in Medina. After the Battle of Uhud, many Muslim men had been martyred, leaving behind widows and orphans. This situation created the need for clear social and legal guidelines regarding the treatment of women and orphans, as well as the distribution of inheritance. Several key events and circumstances influenced the revelation of this surah. The aftermath of the Battle of Uhud. Many men had died, leaving behind families in need of protection and financial support. The surah outlines laws regarding the fair distribution of wealth and care for widows and orphans, correction of pre Islamic injustices. In pre Islamic Arabian society, women and orphans were often denied inheritance, treated unfairly, and had little to no rights. Surah Nisa establishes clear ruling to protect their rights. Guidance on family and marriage laws. The surah provides instructions on marriage, polygamy, and the responsibilities of husbands and wives, ensuring fairness and justice in the family life. Social justice and governance. Since the Muslim community in Medina was expanding, there was a need for legal and ethical structures to govern the society fairly. The surah lays out principles of leadership, justice, and collective responsibility. What is the background and themes? Surah An-Nisa covers a wide range of topics with a strong emphasis on justice, equity, and responsibility. The key themes include number 1, women's right and protection. Establishes laws for inheritance, ensuring that women receive their rightful shares. Protects the rights of widows and orphans and allows for polygamy with strict conditions of fairness. Number 2, justice and legal matters. Encourages fair dealings in financial transactions, prohibits consuming the wealth of orphans unjustly, and sets rule for fair testimony and judgment. Number 3, family and marriage laws. Provides guidelines for marriage and prohibits forced marriages, sets conditions for divorce and reconciliation, emphasizes the importance of fulfilling marital obligation. Number 4, protection of the weak and vulnerable. Encourages kindness to parents, relatives, orphans, and the needy. Warns against oppression and unjust behavior. Number 5, guidelines for warfare and defense. Gives instructions on dealing with conflicts, including rules of engagement in battle. Warns against betraying treaties and emphasizes the importance of justice in war. And number 6, belief and faith. Reinforces the concept of Tawheed, oneness of Allah. Warns against hypocrisy and weak faith. Emphasizes obedience to Allah and His Messenger, peace be upon him. Key takeaways from Surah An-Nisa are the following. Islam grants women their rights. Women have the right to inherit, own property, and to be treated with respect and justice. Islam acknowledges the role of women in society and ensures their protection. Justice is a core principle of Islam. Islam emphasizes fairness in all dealings, including legal matters, financial transactions, and social interactions. The surah warns against corruption, oppression, and injustice. Marriage and family life should be based on fairness and responsibilities. Husbands and wives have mutual rights and responsibilities. Marriage should be built on respect, love, and justice. Orphans and the weak must be protected. Islam mandates the fair treatment of orphans, widows, and the needy. Those who wrongfully consume the wealth of orphans are warned of severe consequences, and hypocrisy and weak faith are condemned. The surah warns against being hypocritical in faith and encourages sincerity in belief. Believers must be firm in their commitment to Islam and its principles. Leadership and governance requires justice. Leaders are instructed to rule with fairness and uphold the law of Allah. Justice must be served even if it is against one's own self or family members. Obedience to Allah and His Messenger brings success. The surah repeatedly emphasizes that true success lies in the following the guidance of Allah and the Messenger, Hazrat Muhammad, peace be upon him. So let's move towards the conclusion of Surah An-Nisa. Surah An-Nisa is a foundational chapter of the Quran that establishes social justice, promotes women's rights, and provides guidelines for governance, family life, and ethical conduct. It addresses many critical issues that were prevalent in pre Islamic society and provides solutions that remain relevant today. The surah reminds us that Islam is a religion of fairness, equity, and responsibility. It calls on believers to protect the weak, uphold justice, and maintain sincerity in faith and actions. By implementing the teachings of Surah Nisa, we can build a just, compassionate, and balanced society that aligns with the principles of Islam, right? May Allah grant us the ability to understand and apply these teachings in our lives. Amin Summa Amin. And kindly like, subscribe, and share with your brothers and sisters in Islam. And also drop a beautiful message in comment box. It will be appreciated. Jazakallah khair. Have a very good day.